And now, today's adventure of Outer Scope 2, Presto to the rescue. The Carejas have arrived with good news about Tia Rosa and have invited Willie and Henry to go with them to New York to meet her. But the villains, Bob and Robin, are not far away, and they've got a nasty plan.
Especially the one about the gold medallion.
Yeah, so what's the plan?
Well, more of this sneaking around, something bold.
A frontal assault.
Yeah. And surprise is victory.
Sound the bugles.
Forget the bugles.
Here you go.
55 West 82nd. Oh, no, it's them.
I got it, Bob! I got it!
What happened?
They took it. They've taken the map. Quick, Presto, we've got to hurry.
Stop!
They'll get away!
I think I have something up my sleeve. Hey,
The map! Wow, Presto, how did you do it?
where'd the map go? Ah! A chicken! Oh!
Well, we better get going before those two stop running.
Okay, well, Presto, we gotta go, I'm sorry. Thanks for everything, and good luck.
Yeah, it was great. Sure hope we meet up again.
So do I, Henry. And in the meantime, good luck and good magic.
Wait. Oh, man, that chicken scared me to death.
Yeah, it's all right.
I quit. No more. No, I'm hanging it up. That's it. I quit.
We know where the kids are. We know where the kids are, right? They're going to Lower Manhattan. We'll go after the kids, okay? Okay. Come on, what do you say, huh?
No more magicians?
No more magicians.
No more chicken?
No more chicken. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, I'll give you my word, right?
Okay.
Let's get cracking.
Okay.
Okay.
I gotta find him.
Oh, don't worry. We'll help you find him.
Thanks. What are your names?
Oh, I'm Eleanor, and that's Edgar.
Hi, Jimmy. Hi, I'm Cynthia. Don't feel bad. We know how you feel. We're searching for something ourselves. Yeah, and not having much luck. What are you looking for?
Well, it's kind of a long story. Let's go over to the playground. Let me down off this thing, you dodo!
You know, Robin, this is the third park that we've been to in Lower Manhattan. Now, they're not here. I'm calling it quits.
I hate to quit because, they're getting so close to it. Would you let me off this thing?
We're looking for some information about an old Chinese sailmaker named Chun Li.
Why? Well, we're really looking for an old gold medallion, and from the information we have, Chun Li, the sailmaker, may have known something about it.
Yippee! No!
Our problem is, Chun Li, the sailmaker, set up shop in Chinatown almost 100 years ago.
And no one seems to know anything about him.
Who did the medallion belong to?
An old seaman named Sailor Bill.
Sailor Bill Topper. He was the great-great-grandfather of one of our friends who's also looking for the medallion with my little brother.
We got separated when our spaceship blasted off a bit too soon.
Oh, brother, a spaceship? Hey, Bobo, we lost one group, we'll find the other.
Well, you are, Robin, old girl, and they got a spaceship. Now, all we got to do is stick with them.
Right, that gold medallion will be ours yet.
Next time, looking for Chun the Sailmaker.
What does the word race mean?
It means ready, set, go. It means a horse race. Or a motorcycle race.
Right. Those are all races. But the word race has another meaning, a different meaning.
What does the other kind of race mean then?
Well, first we have to ask, what does it take to be human?
I have 2 eyes.
Right.
Don't forget to smile.
No, can't have horns. What are those? Wings? Can't have wings.
Yeah, cut it out.
That's better.
What about legs? 2 legs, please, on the double. Need some hair. It's not a gorilla. It's a human person. Put the hair on the head.
Okay. 2 arms, 2 legs, hair on the head. These are some of the things that make us different from the birds and the beasts. That's why humans are put in a single group, the human race. But sometimes it's convenient to divide this very large human race into smaller groups. One group of humans that you know is the family. Sometimes it's also helpful to divide people into neighborhoods, states, and countries. There are many ways to group people. By hair color, by shade of skin color, by size, and so on. The same person can fit in many different groups. Bald, curly, size. In the past, scientists and others have made attempts to group people according to qualities like shade of skin color, kind of hair, shape of noses, etc. This idea of grouping has been called race. But none of these scientists have ever agreed on how many such groups or races there should be. And the more you look at differences in people, the more it seems that every person should be in a separate group. It's often quite useful to group people, even to divide them into races, as long as we remember that no one group is any better than any other. It's a good feeling to be part of a group and part of the human race.
Did you know that long ago and once upon a time?
Let's go back where we came from, find our past and have some fun.
The story of Osceola, South Carolina, 1838.
Osceola, are you strong enough to sit up? We don't have too much time. They said at the fort we had to be back before the sun reaches the trees.
They see us from where they are.
They know you're too sick to escape.
What reason is there to do this painting?
because I believe in your cause.
What do you know of us? We are Seminoles. Your troops have driven my people from their land and their homes. Your slave owners raid our villages and accuse us of hiding your runaway slaves.
I sincerely believe that you are right. That's why I'm painting this portrait. I want to show it to my people, tell them about you. Maybe this will help them understand your honesty, pride.
Honesty? I came carrying the flag of truce, but I was tricked. That's how they captured me. Who's there?
Excuse me, I didn't mean to disturb you, but did you say you were captured when carrying the flag of truce? That's not fair.
He talks like a free man. I am Osceola. What is your name?
Carrie, and I'm pleased to meet you, but I don't understand. What year is this?
1838. I'm George Catlin. What is that contraption you have there?
That's my skateboard.
Skateboard? Looks like a tray with wheels.
Come here, Carrie. Sit by me.
Why did they make you a prisoner?
You see, he asks questions that are hard to answer.
It really started when the first settlers came here. But a few years ago, the United States government started taking land from all the Indians east of the Mississippi River.
They came and told us we had to move to a reservation, a dry and barren land we could not farm. Some of us refused. The fighting has been going on for many years. There are thousands of soldiers trying to find our warriors, but they cannot defeat us. Although we are only a few hundred warriors, we have outwitted their generals. They are afraid of us because we attack swiftly, and before they know it, we are gone into the swamps, where their soldiers are afraid to go. They call me the swamp fox, because they have lost so many men, and we have humiliated their generals. Their soldiers come carrying false treaties.
They say you drove your knife through one of their treaties.
Yes. And do you know why? Because that treaty would have meant the end of our heritage, and meant that our black brothers would become slaves again.
I don't understand. Why was that?
Many black people were free already, but others escaped slavery and came to live amongst our people. They intermarried with us, and they became our brothers and sisters.
So this is a war not only against the Seminoles, but also against the blacks.
Yes. We are losing our land, piece by piece. But we will continue to fight, even if we have to live in the swamps of the Everglades in Florida.
The painting's finished.
Wow! It's a great painting. So beautiful. Osceola, you should see this.
I shall see it soon. The sun is warming my heart.
Let us hope, Carrie, that this portrait will change the minds of a lot of people in this country. The Seminoles have defied our government's armies and unfair treaties and have never been totally defeated. Osceola is sure to live in our memories as one of our country's leaders.
The The Seminole people refused to sign the treaty Osceola had fought against. Over the years, they have taken control of their cultural and business affairs. They are still a strong people today in their original homeland, the Florida Everglades.
Real people, I'd like to introduce you to some real people. Real people.
My name is Laurie. I've always lived on the Hopi Reservation with my mother, who is Hopi, and my father, who is Sioux. Every year I visit my two cousins so we can celebrate our birthdays together. That's always fun, but this year it's different. I won't be coming back here. My family is moving to a big city.
Hurry up, Laurie. We're ready to leave.
I don't want to leave the mesa. Grandma says that when one of the tribes move away, something is lost.
But you know we have to go, Laurie. Your father was offered a good job up north.
Ready to go? It's a long drive to South Dakota. Your cousins will be waiting for you.
Well, I'll be glad to see Cindy and Mary Jo again. But I don't want to move away from the mesa.
You get used to it. And we'll be living closer to Mary Jo.
We'll drop you at Grandpa's first. We gotta go look for a place in the city.
I wish they'd hurry and get here. It always seems to take them so long.
Laurie has come all the way from Arizona.
It's fun staying over at Grandma's and Grandpa's together like this.
Yeah, I just wish we could do it more. If the three of us didn't have our birthdays in the same month, you and I get to do it at all.
What'd you get Laurie?
I made her a wristband just like this one, only it's brown and blue.
What happened?
It's okay, Laurie. That crazy horn just went off by itself again.
Maybe it's the Hopi spirit calling us back to the mesa.
What do you mean?
Well, you know, your grandmother was saying the Hopi spirits will change our minds and bring us back to the tribe.
Laurie, try to go back to sleep. By the time you wake up, we'll be at Grandma's and Grandpa's in South Dakota. We're leaving now, Laurie. See you Monday.
Okay, bye. Bye. Hey, Grandpa! Hey, Grandpa! Hey, Grandpa!
let us drive the tractor.
Your cousins have been waiting for you since sunup. How was your trip?
You know, something strange happened to us on our way here. The car horn kept honking all by itself. And whenever Daddy stopped to take a look, it stopped. Mom thinks it's the Hopi spirits trying to keep us from moving away from the mesa.
You don't believe in that now, do you?
I don't know. Do you, Grandpa?
I think these imaginary figures explain the puzzling things in our lives. All cultures have them. They just have different names.
I used to think the hoo-hoo was real because a man could wear a hoo-hoo costume and a mask in the ceremony.
What's so funny?
I'm all Sioux, so I just have a Chi-Chi to be scared of. But Mary Jo, you're half white and half Sioux, so you have a Chi-Chi Boogeyman. And Lori, you have a Chi-Chi hoo-hoo.
But I thought I seen something out there.
There's no Chi-Chis out here.
Grandma told us to stay near the house.
Grandma won't miss us. Where is it?
I'm not sure now. It's too dark. Let's go back.
Shh, look over there.
Where?
See that light?
What is it?
I don't know. Let's go see.
Where'd it go?
Listen. It's changing around. Move.
The story of Chi-Chi Hoo-Hoo Boogeyman continues next time.
This is Woody the Spoon with a magic show. I'm gonna plant a seed and watch it grow. Now add some rain and gold and sunshine. Look, it's corn. Isn't that fine? It's precious and golden as sunlight rays, and you can cook it up in so many ways.
We're going to make something that we make in Puerto Rico, and it's called sorullos. Want to say it?
Sorullos.
You ever heard that word?
Yeah. No.
You've heard it? Where?
My mother makes them.
You want to know how to make it?
Yeah.
Look, there's milk. What else?
Cheese.
And?
Butter. Salt. And cornmeal.
Right, so then you have your cornmeal. That's the most important part. Let's start with the cheese. This cheese you buy in the store, right? Mm-hmm. But the one I used at home, on a farm where I used to live, it was made from cow's milk. In the morning, we'd milk the cows, and then we'd take the cream and make cheese. Mm-hmm. How you like that? Here, start grating that. Why don't you measure a little spoon of salt? Let's put 2 cups of milk. Now we'll take a whole stick of butter. Cut it in little pieces. So put it in the milk where you put the salt, and then we melt it. You know where you get cornmeal from?
No.
Corn. Right. In Puerto Rico, when you're on a farm, you just take the little ear off and you hang it on the barn. And you leave it there. And when it's dry, you just take the kernels out and then you grind it on a stone. Like, you know, it takes all day for that. But it's a lot of fun.
This is Woody again, if you please. The Spanish word for corn is maíz. It comes from Indians known as the Arawak, who grew their maize with a special knack. And Indian culture, in case you didn't know, is part of the heritage of Puerto Rico.
We'll put 2/3 more in, okay? Now we'll let this boil. Why don't you keep on turning this, Melvin, so it won't get lumpy, okay? Mm. Let's cut some pieces of cheese over here. You can even cut pieces of meat, you know that? Mm-hmm. Some people take ground beef with spices, farmer's cheese. Some people put guava paste in it. That's candy, you know? Now, you see, this is almost ready. Melville, why don't you put the cheese in here?
Grated.
The grated cheese. Put it all in there so it'll melt. Good. Okay, that's enough. It's nice and smooth. If you wouldn't have mixed it, it would have been lumpy. We can start heating the oil. You have to be real careful when you're using oil. Okay, I'll show you how to make the first one. It's more or less a spoonful. Now, I'm going to open it up. Okay? And wrap it up real good. Like that. That's a pretty one.
Get greasy.
Yeah, because of all that butter we put, remember? Mm-hmm. Want to try it?
Yeah.
You know, when Puerto Ricans started grinding their corn with a special touch, different dishes were born. They made cornmeal cereals that taste just dandy, and breads, corn fritters, and even corn candy.
That's good. I like it.
Well, we cooked the food and it came out fine. You can try it yourself when you got the time. Because working in the kitchen is a lot of fun. And when you're finished, you can eat what you've done.
What would you do if you? How would you feel if you? What would you do and how would you feel?
Hi, Tristan.
Hi, Jay.
What's wrong with you?
I'm just mad. You know, all we did was go in the store to buy some comic books. Then the man came over and accused us of stealing some water guns.
Why? What happened?
We was the only black kids in the store, so he accused us first.
What did you do?
I didn't do nothing, but I was so mad, I wanted to hit him.
What would you do if somebody accused you of doing something you didn't do?
I'd get witnesses to prove I didn't do it. Then I'd let them find the person who did do it. I'd go tell their mother.
I would try and stand up for my rights.
I'd tell them not to accuse someone without the facts.
What would you do?
Get right in with your vegetable soup. Get right in on the morning. Get right in, come on and right us around. Get right in to the vegetable soup. It takes all kinds of vegetables. It takes all kinds of vegetables. It takes all kinds of vegetables to make a vegetable soup. Come on along and join us, delicious hits. Come on along, we're gonna have some fun. Come on along and join us, delicious hits. In a little bowl of vegetables.
today's adventure of Outer Scope 2, looking for Chun the Sailmaker. The kids are in Chinatown looking for Chun-Li and Jimmy's lost dog, but it looks like they found Bob and Robin instead.
Who did the medallion belong to? An old seaman named Sailor Bill.
Sailor Bill Topper. He was the great-great-grandfather of one of our friends, who's also looking for the medallion with my little brother.
We got separated when our spaceship blasted off a bit too soon.
Oh, brother, a spaceship? Hey, Bobo, we lost one group, we'll find the other.
Well, you are, Robin, old girl, and they got a spaceship. Now, all we got to do is stick with them.
Right. That gold medallion will be ours yet.
I wish you luck with the medallion. I hope you can find it. What does it look like anyway? It looks a lot like the sun, doesn't it? Boy, it's beautiful. I wish I could help you find it, but I got to find my dog, Feeny.
Sure, we know. Why don't we help you, and then you can help us?
Sure thing. But you know, Finny could be almost anywhere by now. Yeah, I know. Say, does any of you know those two characters? Not me.
They sure look strange.
Maybe we have to start looking for the dog right now. Good idea. There's no point in looking at streets anymore. My father works at Singto. We'll go there first. Singto? What's that? It's a local Chinese newspaper. I'll ask my father if he could put an ad in the paper so we could find Finny.
Great idea. Sure beats walking all over town.
Hey, maybe the newspaper will have something on Chum the Sailmaker. Well, we can sure ask. Brilliant thinking. Let's go. Let's follow him. Ooh! Excuse me, Mr. Han. Is my father here?
Hi, Jimmy.
Is he on a story?
Yes, he is, Jimmy. He's at Chun Bo Fung, the kite makers. We're doing a feature story on the ancient art of kite making. Maybe I can be of help to you.
It's my dog, Feeny. He's lost. I need to put an ad on a paper so I could get him back.
I don't see why not. I'll work on getting the ad set up. You go on to Chun Bo Fung's and get your dad's okay. We can get it out in the next edition.
Gee, thanks, Mr. Han. Oh, these are some friends of mine who came here to get some information about a sailmaker who had a shop around here 65 years ago.
Now, you kids don't really think I'm that old, do you?
Oh, no, sir. No, you see, we were just wondering if maybe the paper had records that went back that far.
Unfortunately, we're only about 10 years old. But let's go check the files anyway. We just might get a lead. And on the way, I'll show you around.
Oh, boy, I've always wondered what a newspaper office looked like.
You know, a Chinese newspaper is quite different from an English language newspaper. You only have 26 letters in your alphabet, so printing is easy. But in the Chinese language, there are thousands of characters.
Why is your alphabet so big?
It's not an alphabet exactly. All these characters are really pictures. They stand for words, not letters.
Gee, I'd like to see how that works.
Okay, it's a lot of fun. Let's take the word day. As in many languages, the words for day and sun are the same. And in Chinese, it is this character, which represents the sun, or day.
Hey, that's great. It's really easy to remember that.
Right. Now, I'll do another one, and see if you can guess what it means.
Like a tree.
Well, that's close. It really means wood. Come on downstairs. The presses are rolling. Wait, Peter. Hot off the presses. Come on, let's go. Here we are.
What kind of stories does your paper print, Mr. Han?
Well, stories about the local Chinese community, mostly. And a lot of stories about China, too.
Oh. Hey, You're reading in the wrong direction.
That's not the wrong direction. It's just a different one.
Oh.
Yes, it is, but just as easy as any other way. Hey, here's an interesting story. It's about the new Young Wing Public School. Young Wing was the first Chinese student in America. He came here with his teacher, an American named Mr. Brown. Wing was a very good student and eventually graduated from Yale University. After that, he returned to China and convinced his government to send more students to American schools. That's why we've named our new school after him. Well, there's nothing here on your Chun-Li.
Oh.
But don't give up. Jimmy, your father's with Chun Bo-Fung, and that old kite maker knows as much about old Chinatown as anyone around. I bet he can help you find your sailmaker.
Gee, thanks a lot.
Yeah, let's go see Chung Bo Fong. Can you take us there?
Sure, I know the way. Come on.
Great. Maybe we'll all get lucky now.
There, another one finished.
Next time, Chun the Kite Maker.
What do you want to know about yourself? What do you want to know about yourself?
Flowers are different colors. Birds are different colors. But are people different colors?
Well, here are some colors.
Red, green, purple, orange, yellow.
Do people come in all of these colors?
Yes. No.
Seems to be some confusion here. Well, let's see. This is Kathy. Her parents are American Indians, members of a group that was once thought to have red skin. But is her skin really red?
No.
This is David. His great-grandparents were born in China. Some say Asian people have yellow skin. But is David's skin really yellow?
No.
And this is Tracy. Her parents are Afro-Americans. She is a black, but her color is dark brown. Are we different colors, or are we really different shades of the same color?
We don't know.
Okay, now, if your skin has ever peeled after a bad scrape or burn, you know that the top layers have practically no color at all. But spread about in the lower layers of everybody's skin are tiny grains of dark brown coloring material called melanin. Melanin means dark or black. Melanin is the name of a dark brown coloring material in everyone's skin. Pretend for a minute that this coffee is like the melanin in your skin. When looked at from a distance, the tiny grains of brown melanin appear to make skin an even brown or tan color. If you have only scattered grains of melanin, your skin looks very light. A medium amount of melanin makes a medium brown skin tone. And if you have a lot of melanin, your skin is very dark brown. And all the shades in between are made up the same way.
But why does some people's skin look pink?
Okay, yes, there are some other things that affect skin color. And they are shared by dark and light-skinned people alike. First, have you ever noticed that on your knuckles and under your fingernails and other places where your skin is stretched and thin, it looks pink? In the same way, people who have thin skin all over their body may have dark brown, tan, or light skin with a pink or reddish tint. And, of course, skin can change color in the sun, turn red when you blush, or turn pale when you're sick, but these changes don't last. And none of these has as much to do with skin color as melanin. Melanin is the most important coloring material, and people in every part of the world have it. So do people come in all different colors?
No.
No. They come in different shades of the same color. And more than that, all people have the same kind of brain and heart and eyes. We can all love and laugh, and because of that, we are very special indeed.
La 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 la, did you know that long ago and once upon a time? Let's go back where we came from, find our past and have some fun.
The story of Father Martinez, New Mexico, 1822. Hey, where are we? Tien, is that you? Yeah. But where are we? Some sort of safe. What's this? Find something? I can't see. I have a flashlight. Let me see. What is it? Looks like some kind of car. I think we should get closer and get a better look. Bring me light. I found something. Does it say what it is? No. Well, shine a light on it and let's see if we can figure it out. This part here feels like a cannon. I think it's a motorcycle. Wait a minute. I know what it is. It's an ice cream maker. No, it's a robot. Hey, Tia, where are you? Yolanda! What's happening? Hey, what's happening, Tia? Hey, what's happening? Hey, I think we can get out of here.
And where do you come from?
We're lost. What's in the box?
Well, as soon as I can get it out, you'll know.
Can we help?
Sure.
So what is it?
Well, when it's all put together, it will be a printing press.
A printing press?
Yes. What do you think it was?
Well, what are you going to do with the printing press?
9 years ago, I started the first public school in New Mexico so that everyone in the territory could learn to read and write. But I soon discovered that there were not enough books for everyone. Worse than that, there was no newspaper to inform the people about the school or to inform the people about anything else. So then I decided to get my own printing press. You see, with a printing press, I could publish books and a newspaper and give them free to the community. That was my dream. And soon, no matter, we still have a lot of work to do. Here it is, the first printing press in New Mexico.
Let's print something.
Well, I have been thinking about calling the newspaper the Dawn. Let's start with that.
All right. Tien, don't spill the ink. Look at this beautiful color.
Wow, these are sharp scissors.
Carrie cuts paper straight. Here's the paper. The harder he presses, the clearer the letters will be. Printing takes a long time.
What does it say?
1835, Father Martinez brings the first printing press to New Mexico territory.
I'd like to introduce you to some real people, real people.
Chi-chi, hoo-hoo, boogeyman. Where did he come from? Where did he go? Chi-chi, hoo-hoo, boogeyman. Is there an answer? Does anyone know? Everyone has one, no matter what the name. Each one is different, but still the same. Chi-chi, hoo-hoo, boogeyman. A way to explain what we don't understand. Chi-chi, hoo-hoo, boogeyman. Chi-chi, hoo-hoo, boogeyman.
My name is Cindy. I'm visiting my grandparents on the Sioux Reservation with my cousins Lori and Mary Jo. Lori's family is moving away from the Hopi Reservation, and ever since she got here, all kinds of things have been happening.
I thought you were kidding about that car horn, but I heard it last night.
I bet Lori snuck out and honked it just to scare us.
I did not. You don't really think it's the Hopi spirits, do you?
You were so scared last night when I said the Chi-Chi was chasing us. Did you think it was a Hopi who trying to scare you into staying on the mesa?
Well, there was something out there. After this, do you want to go to the movies? They're showing a dumb Western movie. I don't want to see that.
Yeah, they always make Indians look so stupid in the movies. Oh, me too, Big Tony. Why can't they show us the way we really are?
Remember everything I told you.
Don't worry, we'll be okay.
Don't beach the canoe until you get back.
Okay, Grandpa. Don't worry. See you later. See you later. Let's go down to the falls.
Grandpa's gonna get mad.
game. That's what boys would do. Sometimes I wish I were a boy.
Not me. I'm glad I'm a girl.
Yeah, but if we were boys, we could do anything we wanted to, and nobody would tell us not to.
Stop exaggerating. My parents let me do the same thing my brother does.
There's a path.
You shouldn't be doing this. We're gonna get in trouble. Let's go back.
No, wait.
I didn't know there was a house out here.
Look, there's a pump. Let's go get a drink.
Cindy, come back. Somebody might be in the house. Cindy, look in back of you, Cindy! Cindy, look behind you, Cindy! Cindy! Cindy, looking back! Run! Oh, my hair! My hair! Hurry! That was the same man in the woods last night. We got to tell Grandpa about him.
We can't tell anyone. They'd know we beached the canoe and we'd be in big trouble.
I don't think we should lie to them. Wait for me, I'm still scared.
I bet you thought the Boogeyman had got you.
I did.
Okay, that's what we'll call him, a real life Boogeyman.
The story of Chi-Chi Hoo-Hoo Boogeyman continues next time.
This is Woody the Spoon with a magic show. I'm gonna plant a seed and watch it grow. Now add some rain and gold and sunshine. Look, it's corn. Isn't that fine? It's precious and golden as sunlight rays, and you can cook it up in so many ways.
Corn is considered an important food in many cultures. Many Native Americans grew a kind of a corn which they called maize. This is one of the tribal legends which explains where it came from. Many years ago, a boy named Wunza lived in this beautiful land. It was the custom among Wunza's people for young men to go off by themselves without food and to seek guidance from the Great Spirit.
Here is a lodge, Wunza. I must leave you now.
For several days, Wunza meditated in the lodge.
My people need food. The animals and fish are becoming scarce. Great Spirit, help us. Show me another way to feed my people.
The Great Spirit has sent me. But before I reveal anything, you must wrestle with me.
Although he was weak from hunger, Wunza felt a new strength and obeyed the Spirit's command.
We will wrestle again tomorrow. To learn my secret, you must defeat me. If you do, strip off my shirt and place me in soft earth. Then keep this place clear during the summer. Do this, and your people will benefit.
The next day, the Spirit returned, and they wrestled again. Wunza obeyed the instructions of the spirit. He visited the spot often and tended the growing plants. Soon, they began to resemble the corn spirit. At the end of the summer, Wunza showed his father the ripe stalks of corn. In the village, Wunza showed his people how to peel back the husks and how to roast the corn in the fire. While everyone feasted, Wunza explained how to grow more of the new food. Afterwards, they all gave thanks to the Great Spirit and to Wunza for his courage and strength.
What would you do if you? How would you feel if you? What would you do and how would you feel?
Hi, April. Where's your brother? Hi, Daniel. What's the matter? I thought you were going over to play with Judy today. Well, I was. But all her other friends are white, and they don't want to play with me because I am not. So what about Judy? We're still friends, I guess. But I feel funny when we're with those other kids.
How would you feel if someone didn't want to play with you because you were different?
Sad, but willing to play with them. I'd feel pretty bad. I wouldn't play with them.
It wouldn't bother me. I'd play with somebody else.
How would you feel?